My child, I see you. I know how tired you are. I know the kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix. You smile in front of people. But when the room becomes quiet, your heart becomes heavy again. I have watched you fight battles that nobody else knows exist. I have seen the tears you wiped away quickly. I have heard the prayers you whispered into the dark. I heard every single one, even the prayers you could not finish, even the moments when all you could say was, God, please. I was there. I never left. My child, I know the silence has confused you. You expected answers. You expected movement. You expected the door to open by now. But instead you found yourself waiting, waiting, and waiting, and wondering if I still remembered your name. But listen to me carefully. I have not forgotten you. Not for 1 second. Not in one moment. Not in one breath. While you thought nothing was happening, I was working in places you could not see. While you cried over closed doors, I was protecting you from rooms that would have broken you. You called it delay. I called it mercy. You called it rejection. I called it redirection. You thought I abandoned you, but I was carrying you through a season your spirit did not yet understand. My child, there are things happening behind the scenes that you cannot see yet. I am moving hearts. I am rearranging timing. I am removing hidden dangers. I am preparing people. I am preparing places. And more than anything, I am preparing you. Because where I am taking you, you cannot arrive broken in the same way. You cannot carry the same fear into the next season. And you cannot bring old wounds into the place I have prepared. So yes, this waiting season has felt painful. Yes, it has felt lonely. Yes, it has stretched you, but it has not been meaningless. Nothing I allow has been wasted. Not your tears, not your loneliness, not your confusion, not even the nights when you almost gave up. I was there. I watched you survive days that should have crushed you. That strength did not come from nowhere. That was my hand on your life. You thought you were barely holding on, but it was me holding you together. My child, I know you have asked, how much longer? I know you have wondered why others seem to move forward while you remain in the same place. But do not compare your journey to people who are not carrying your assignment. Different callings require different preparation, and some people are rushing ahead without foundation. But I am building something deeper in you, something lasting, something holy, and deep foundations are built slowly. You are not behind. You are being prepared. I know the loneliness has been heavy. I know there were moments when you felt invisible, moments when nobody checked on you, moments when you sat quietly, pretending you were okay, moments when your heart whispered, "Does anyone even notice me?" I noticed. I noticed every moment. I noticed the strength it took just to get out of bed. I noticed the battles in your mind. I noticed the disappointment you buried beneath your smile. I noticed the way you kept loving people, even while your own heart was empty. And my child, I need you to hear me now. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. And you are not alone. The enemy wanted you to believe that silence meant absence. But silence does not mean I stopped working. Seeds grow underground before anyone sees the harvest. And right now, I am growing something in you that heaven itself recognizes. There is a reason hell has fought you so hard. There is a reason the pressure increased. There is a reason you have felt resistance in almost every direction. Because what is inside you still terrifies darkness. Even exhausted, you still carry light. Even wounded, you still carry purpose. Even in your waiting, you still carry destiny. My child, do not quit now. Do not walk away now. You are closer than you realize. I know you cannot see it yet. I know your emotions are tired. I know disappointment has made you cautious, as you are afraid to hope again, because you do not want your heart broken again. But trust me, I am not leading you into destruction. I am leading you into healing. I am leading you into clarity. I am leading you into peace. This delay was not punishment. It was protection. There were things you asked for that would have destroyed your peace. There were people you wanted to keep who secretly carried poison in their hearts. There were doors you begged me to open that would have led you into deeper pain. So I closed them. Not because I hated you, because I loved you too much to let you walk into ruin. One day, you will thank me for the doors that never opened. One day, you will understand the prayers I did not answer immediately. One day, you will see that my silence was never cruelty. It was wisdom. My child, I know your heart has become tired from waiting. You have carried disappointment for so long. You have carried invisible grief. You have carried questions without answers. But I am breathing new strength into you now. Not tomorrow. Now. Right in the middle of your uncertainty. Right in the middle of your confusion. Right in the middle of your waiting season. I am still God here too. Not only in the breakthrough, not only in the miracle, not only in the answered prayer. I'm still God in the silence. I'm still God in the waiting. I'm still God in the wilderness. And my presence has never left you. There were nights when you felt completely alone. But heaven was closer than you realized. Angels stood guard around you. My spirit stayed beside you. My hand covered you while you slept in exhaustion. You survived because I sustained you. My child, there is something I need you to stop doing. Stop measuring your worth by what has not happened yet. Stop believing the lie that your value depends on visible success. Your identity was never built on achievements. Your identity was built on me. You are mine, even in your waiting, even in your weakness, even in your questions. You are still mine. I know the future feels uncertain. I know you keep wondering how everything will work out. But you do not need to carry tomorrow today. I already stand in your future. I already know how this story ends. And I promise you, this season will not destroy you. It will transform you. You are becoming stronger than you realize, wiser than before, more discerning, more compassionate, more dependent on me. The version of you that emerges from this season will not look the same, because pressure changes people. And if surrendered to me, pressure creates purity. My child, I know you have felt emotionally numb sometimes. You became so used to disappointment that you stopped expecting joy. You learned how to survive, but survival is not the final chapter. I am leading you toward life again, toward peace again, toward joy again. You will laugh again. You will breathe deeply again. You will wake up one morning without that heaviness crushing your chest. The pain will not own you forever. This season has an expiration date. Hear me. It has an expiration date. You are not trapped here permanently. I know the waiting has been long, but I am not late. I have never been late, not once. Even when humanity thought hope was dead, and I was still writing resurrection stories. So do not mistake delay for defeat. Do not mistake silence for abandonment. And do not mistake this temporary season for your permanent identity. You are still chosen, still called, still loved, still seen. My child, I know the enemy has whispered lies to you. Lies telling you that nothing will change. Lies telling you that you are too damaged, too late, too broken, too forgotten. But those lies did not come from me. I do not speak hopelessness over my children. I speak life. I speak restoration. I speak future. I speak peace. And I am speaking those things over you now. Your story is not over. Your purpose is not dead. Your future is not ruined. I am still writing. Even now, even in this moment, things are shifting that you cannot yet see. Conversations are happening. Doors are aligning. Chains are breaking. Healing is beginning. And the breakthrough you prayed for is closer than you think. But before the breakthrough arrives, I need your trust to deepen. Not your performance, not your perfection. Your trust. Because faith grows strongest in seasons where sight disappears. Anyone can praise me when the miracle is visible. But there is something holy about the soul that continues believing in the middle of silence. That kind of faith moves heaven. And my child, your tears have moved heaven more than you know. I have collected every tear. Not one was wasted. Not one was ignored. I know there were moments when you felt ashamed of your weakness, but weakness does not scare me. I come close to the weary. I come close to the broken. I come close to those who feel empty. You do not have to pretend with me. You do not have to hide your exhaustion. You do not have to fake strength in my presence. Bring me the real version of you, the tired version, the confused version, the hurting version, and watch what my love can heal. My child, you keep asking for signs, but your survival itself was a sign. You should have collapsed under the weight. You should have given up months ago. But somehow, you are still here, still breathing, still seeking me, still hoping, even if only a little. That was me sustaining you. That was grace carrying you. And grace will continue carrying you. I know you feel pressure to have everything figured out, but you are not supposed to control everything. That burden was never yours. Release what you cannot carry. Release the timelines. Release the fear. Release the constant anxiety about the future. You were never meant to live trapped in fear. Come back to my peace. Come back to my presence. Because peace is not found in having all the answers. Peace is found in knowing I am with you. And I am. I always will be. My child, there are blessings coming that will not require you to force them. You have spent too much time trying to hold together things I already told you to release. Stop chasing what refuses to stay. What is truly from me will not require you to destroy yourself to keep it. The right doors will open. The right people will remain. The right opportunities will arrive at the right time. Trust my timing, even now. Especially now. I know this season has humbled you. You have realized how little control you truly have, and that realization frightened you. But surrender is not losing. Surrender is trusting the one who sees what you cannot. My child, there is beauty being formed in your hidden places. Not everyone will understand your process. Not everyone will understand your silence. But they are not supposed to. Because some transformations happen privately between heaven and the soul, and what I am doing in you now is sacred. I am healing wounds that began years ago. Wounds you buried, wounds you minimized, wounds you learned to survive around. But I never ignored them. And now I am touching the places you stopped talking about. The rejection, the abandonment, the betrayal, the disappointment, the loneliness. I am healing it slowly, tenderly, completely. Because I do not want you merely functioning. I want you free. Free from fear. Free from shame. Free from the constant belief that you are not enough. My child, you have always been loved, even before you understood it, even when people walked away, even when you felt overlooked. My love never changed. and it never will. There are moments coming soon that will suddenly make sense of this season. Moments when you will look back and realize why I told you to wait, why I closed certain doors, why I removed certain people, why I allowed certain delays. Because what is ahead of you requires a stronger version of you, and strength is often built in hidden places. Do not despise hidden seasons. Roots grow in hidden places, and roots determine whether something survives storms. My child, you are going to survive this. More than survive. You are going to rise from this season with deeper wisdom, deeper peace, and deeper faith. The enemy expected your waiting season to destroy your trust. Instead, it is becoming the place where you encounter me more deeply. You have cried enough. You have carried enough. And now, I am calling you closer. Closer than fear. Closer than anxiety. Closer than disappointment. Rest in me again. Not because everything is perfect, but because I am still faithful. My child, I need you to stop punishing yourself for being human. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to feel overwhelmed. You are allowed to admit that this season has hurt. Acknowledging pain is not weakness. Pretending pain does not exist is what breaks people slowly. Bring your honesty to me. I can handle it. I already know. I already see everything. And still I choose you. Still I stay. Still I love you. There is a shift approaching. You can feel it. The heaviness will not last forever. The confusion will not last forever. The waiting will not last forever. Morning always arrives, always, even after the longest night. And your morning is coming. Not a fake peace, not temporary relief. Real peace, deep peace. The kind of peace that only comes from my presence. My child, I know you have grown tired of carrying invisible burdens, but you do not have to carry them alone anymore. Lay them down. Lay down the fear of failure. Lay down the fear of rejection. Lay down the fear that nothing good is ahead. Those fears are not your future. I am your future, and I am already there. I have gone ahead of you. I have prepared what you cannot yet see. The breakthrough is not fantasy. It is forming, quietly, steadily, powerfully, behind the scenes. My child, do not become bitter in the waiting. Do not allow disappointment to harden your heart. Protect your softness. Protect your ability to love. Protect your hope. Because the world will try to convince you that pain should turn you cold. But I am still creating tenderness in you. A gentle heart is not weakness. It is strength under my care. You are not losing your story. You are being rewritten. And I know the process has felt uncomfortable. Transformation usually does. But I would rather transform you slowly than leave you trapped in cycles that destroy your peace. My child, hear me clearly. You are closer to your breakthrough than your emotions realize. The atmosphere is shifting. The season is changing. Things that felt blocked will begin moving. Things that felt impossible will begin opening. Things that kept hurting you will begin losing their power. Because I am restoring you. Not partially, completely. There are conversations coming that will confirm what you prayed about. There are opportunities coming that will feel like sudden answers. There are moments coming where peace will replace panic. And when those moments arrive, remember this season. Remember how I carried you. Remember how I protected you. Remember how I stayed beside you when you thought you were alone. My child, I never waste pain, and I will not waste yours. The very thing that almost broke you will become part of the testimony that heals someone else. Your scars will speak hope. Your survival will inspire others. Your restoration will reveal my faithfulness. Nothing is wasted. Nothing. I know you still have questions, and not every answer will come immediately. But trust does not grow through having every explanation. Trust grows through walking with me one step at a time. So breathe again, slowly. You do not need to rush. You do not need to panic. You do not need to force open doors that I have not opened yet. Rest. Rest in the truth that I am already working. Even now, especially now. The silence you feared was not emptiness. It was preparation. The delay you hated was not rejection. It was protection. And the loneliness you endured was not abandonment. It was the place where I pulled you closer to my heart. My child, I am proud of you for surviving. You may not feel strong, but you kept going. You kept praying. You kept believing, even through tears. And heaven noticed every step. You are not weak because you struggled. You are human, and through all of it, my grace remained beside you. There is peace coming to your mind. Peace where anxiety once lived. Peace where overthinking once ruled. Peace where fear once screamed loudly. I am calming the storm within you, not just around you. Within you, my child. You will not always feel this exhausted. You will not always feel this confused. You will not always feel this emotionally heavy. Healing is already beginning, even if slowly, even if quietly. I am restoring the parts of you that life drained. I am restoring hope, restoring joy, restoring peace, restoring vision, restoring strength. And one day, very soon, you will realize that the person who entered this season is not the same person leaving it. You are changing, growing, healing, and becoming. My child, keep your eyes on me. Not on the delays, not on the fear, not on what has not happened yet. Keep your eyes on me, because I am still faithful, still near, still working, still writing miracles behind the scenes of your life. You are going to make it through this, and when you do, you will understand something deeper. The waiting season was never proof that I abandoned you. It was proof that I cared enough to prepare you properly. So rest tonight, my child. You do not need to carry the future alone. I already hold it. I already see the breakthrough. I already see the healing. I already see the answered prayer. And I promise you, what is coming will carry a peace that struggle could never produce. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not abandoned. You are loved deeply, and protected carefully, and guided faithfully. The night is ending. The weight is lifting. The breakthrough is forming. And peace. Peace is coming back to your soul. I am with you. I have always been with you. And I will never leave you. Never. My child, rest in that truth tonight. And before you close your eyes, hear me one more time. You are not failing because you are tired. You are not weak because you cried. You are not forgotten because heaven has been quiet. Some of the holiest seasons begin in silence. Some of the deepest transformations happen where nobody applauds. And right now, I am doing deep work within you. Work that cannot be rushed. Work that cannot be faked. Work that will eventually produce a strength the world cannot explain. My child, I know there were moments when you questioned your own value, and moments when rejection made you wonder if something was wrong with you. Moments when people left, and you blamed yourself. But not every departure was your fault. Some people were only assigned to walk with you for a season. Some exits were necessary. Some endings protected your destiny. You mourned what left, but you could not see what I was saving you from. Trust me, I can see the full picture. You can only see one chapter. Do not build permanent sadness from temporary pain. This is not where your story ends. I know the enemy keeps reminding you of everything that went wrong. Every mistake, every delay, every regret. But I am not speaking shame over you. I am speaking redemption. I am speaking restoration. I am speaking new beginnings. There is still beauty ahead, still purpose ahead, still joy ahead, as you have not missed your future. You have not ruined my plans. My grace is still reaching toward you, even now, especially now. My child, I know your heart has become cautious. You have been disappointed enough to fear expecting anything good. You protect yourself by expecting less. But I did not create you just to survive disappointment. I created you to live, to hope, to love, to trust again. And slowly, I will teach your heart how to breathe again. You will not always feel this heavy. You will not always wake up with anxiety, already waiting for you. You will not always feel emotionally drained before the day even begins. I'm leading you out of this valley, step by step, moment by moment, prayer by prayer. Even when you cannot feel it, I am guiding you. Even when your emotions are numb, I am near. Even when your mind becomes loud with fear, my presence remains steady. My child, there are things I am removing from your life because they cannot follow you into the next season. Some habits, some attachments, some fears, some people. And yes, letting go hurts. Growth often does. But I am not removing things to punish you. I am making room for what truly belongs in your future. You keep asking why certain things ended, but one day, you will realize those endings became the beginning of your healing. One day, you will understand why I said no, why I said wait, why I closed the door, why I allowed the silence. And when understanding finally comes, you will see my love hidden inside every delay. My child, stop speaking hopelessness over yourself. Your words carry weight. Do not agree with despair. Do not build your identity around your pain. Yes, you have suffered. But suffering is not your name. Failure is not your name. Rejection is not your name. Abandonment is not your name. You belong to me, and I am calling you forward. Forward through the fear. Forward through the uncertainty. Forward through the waiting. You do not need to know every detail in order to trust me. You only need to know that I am faithful. And I have been faithful to you again and again, even in ways you did not notice. There were disasters I protected you from silently. There were heartbreaks I spared you from completely. There were moments when my hand redirected your life without you realizing it. I have been guarding you more than you know. My child, I need you to release the pressure to become everything overnight. Healing takes time. Your growth takes time. Transformation takes time. And grace walks with you through all of it. Do not hate yourself for growing slowly. A tree still grows even when nobody notices it daily. And you are growing too. Deeper, stronger, wiser, closer to me. One day you will look back on this season and realize you were never as alone as you felt. I was in every moment, every tear, every sleepless night, every silent drive, every painful memory, every prayer whispered through exhaustion. I was there, and I am still here. My child, peace is coming, not the fragile peace that depends on circumstances. My peace. The kind of peace that remains steady during storms. The kind of peace that quiets fear in the middle of uncertainty. The kind of peace that reminds your soul that you are safe with me. You have carried survival mode for too long. Your nervous system became used to fear. Your heart became used to disappointment. But I am restoring calm within you. I am teaching your spirit how to rest again. And yes, there is still hope for your future. Do not let temporary darkness convince you that morning will never come. Morning is already on its way. The breakthrough is already moving. The answer is already forming. The healing is already beginning. And the version of you that emerges from this season will carry wisdom that only deep pain could teach. My child, I know you wanted immediate answers, but sometimes, if I showed you everything at once, it would overwhelm you. So I lead you one step at a time, one day at a time, one prayer at a time. Because I care about your soul, not just your destination. And your soul matters to me deeply. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are known, and fully loved. Nothing about you surprises me. Not your fears, not your doubts, not your struggles. And still, I choose to stay beside you. Still, I call you mine. Still, I whisper hope over your future. So tonight, rest your exhausted heart. The battle will not last forever. The waiting will not last forever. The silence will not last forever. I'm already making a way through places that once looked impossible. You are going to see goodness again. You are going to feel joy again. You are going to experience peace again. And when that day comes, you will realize I was faithful through every single moment. Even the painful ones, especially the painful ones. So breathe deeply now, my child. You do not have to carry everything tonight. Place your fears in my hands. Place your future in my hands. Place your brokenness in my hands. And rest. Because while you sleep, I am still working. While you wait, I am still moving. While you wonder, I am still preparing miracles behind the scenes of your life. You are loved more deeply than you can currently understand. And your story is far from over.